So leaders, good evening, everybody. Let's of course, keep on sharing so that people can join a lot more. I wish we get to at least 100 here. And I would love to really thank God, for the opportunity that we have and for the team that we are building, guys. We have got an amazing team, amazing leaders, amazing community. We see people and celebrate people every single day. And I know that, we will celebrate you more and more and more. You who is listening right now, and everybody has got a place in the business right now. And with how 2023 has is ending, we are definitely going to end this year on a high note. And 2024, guys, who is excited for 2024? I am personally excited. But yesterday, Eric was said that we should double, double, and that made me scared, because I had to double the activities and the plan that I have, and, double the income, double the, whatever that I was thinking. I don't know if anybody also doubled, from what they were thinking, and they thought I should think bigger. So I am kind of like excited, but at the same time scared, of what and how 2024 is going to be, because I think it's going to be big. Now, who can you put in the fire if you believe that you are ready for 2024, you are grateful for 2024, if you believe that 2024 is going to be your amazing year? And actually, that's the reason why we are here in this meeting, so that, and we will keep on doing a lot of other sessions so that we can be able to help each other on growth, and make sure that we are really, equipping each other when it comes to, goals 2024, achieving our goals and doing and being more in 2024, guys. So I'm first and foremost, thank God for who we are and what we have. And I'm going to share with you tonight about, recruiting and what are my strategies, what has been working for me and what has been working for so many people, and I'll tell you, you are listening, or rather, of course, you know me, but for some of you that probably don't know me a bit, I've been able to qualify almost everything in forever, everything. I am a global rally qualifier chairman. Like this year, global rally I've qualified, and like some months before, and I was hoping to close with 2.5, 2,500 case credits, but I'm gonna miss that for a very few CCs. If I had 1 month, I'll probably be a 2.5 qualifier, but I'm global rally qualifier, chairman's bonus qualifier. I'm a Kaplan qualifier in Tanzania, in South Africa, Ego senior manager. I'm now working on Ego soaring manager for this year. I'm a soaring manager. Hopefully this month I'm going to be a sapphire manager. So guys, I know recruiting is key, and recruiting is what has made, all the leaders that you're admiring right now, myself, maybe your sponsor, your manager, be where they are. And so I know that is something that is very important. Now that we are entering to a new year, I think we need a number of things. The very first thing that we need is a binoculars, like we need to be able to sit down and say, what, I am having a mission and I'm having a vision for the next year. That is why we do sessions like yesterday. We had a goal setting session. This is like setting yourself a direction of where you want to go. Now, part of that direction, guys, whatever goal that you're going to set for yourself, for your business, personal goals, business goals, family goals, whatever that is, you understand, and the vision that you're going to have, it will need you to recruit massively, guys. It will need you to recruit massively. So you need to be able to create a vision for yourself, know where you're going, where by end of 2024 time like this, you should be able to design your life in such a way you know exactly where you should be. You understand? But the second thing that we actually need is we need as a lens, you understand, magnifying lens, so that you can be able to focus, you understand, because at this particular time, there's so much distractions, guys, so much distraction. I mean, I was speaking to Esther today, Esther Kalwenya. She sent me her goals after yesterday's meeting. I sent that to my sponsor, and he was like, what, please let me share this to the team Tanzania. Esther, your goals have been shared to team Tanzania. And why? It's because they are so particular and they're big, like the way you did that, and then one thing that you said, if she is here, you're hearing me now. She said one thing very important. She said, what, usually every end of the year, I'm going to the north, I think the north, she said, let's say I'm going home. But this time I thought I should be here in Windhoek up until now, and I'm here in Windhoek because I know that I need to focus on my business. Guys, right now, and if you have got goals, and if you know that you've got a vision and a mission for 2024, don't let your old habits, if they were not serving you, because some things we do them because we're just used to doing them. But if you sit down and look at them, you're probably going to spend more money. You're going to, unless if it's, I'm not saying you shouldn't go. I'm just giving an example of Esther. There could be so many things in our lives that we are doing them because we are used to that. Maybe you're a new person in the business. You will need to sacrifice a few things. You understand? And so that you can be able to focus on your business. So she said, I'm staying here because I have to close supervisor, but I want to become a manager at least, by, I think we agreed on by March. You understand? So you need to have a magnifying lens for you to know and see, clearly. You understand? And be able to focus on what you want. Guys, it is super important. If I'm connecting with you and you're ready to focus, guys, those goals for 2024 will not happen if we are, distracted all the time. But another thing that we actually need right now, we need helmets. Right now, you need a helmet. Like right now, people are, how do I say? We are, people are distracted with so many things. You understand? And people can say anything that they want to say, especially now that you came to the world of forever. When you come to the world of forever, guys, there are focused people in this business. There are people that exactly know where they want to go. And we think big, So if you are associated still, if you're new, for example, and you're still associated, or if you're not new, but you're still not very connected to the business, because we say, for you to build forever has to get into you. Maybe forever is not into you yet. It is very easy to listen to other people, and it is very easy to feel, to feel the disappointment very, very quickly. But one thing that you should do is, yes, make sure that you know exactly where you're going. Plug yourself into the system, okay? Plug yourself into the team. Talk to your sponsor as many times as possible. Look for mentors, look for training, empower yourself, be empowered, be ready to be open and grow. You understand? So that whenever someone comes to you and says, maybe rejects you, maybe you're trying to prospect them, you're trying to share with them an opportunity, and then they start, feeding you with whatever that they think is, right, whatever, at least you've been able to develop a thicker skin. Because I can assure you, everyone, Miriam, me, Marianne, Selma, whoever, like all the, even the top leaders that you think of, we all go through the same challenges that you're going through right now. We all present to people and share with them the opportunity because we know that it's good, but then we get rejected. Even today, someone, when you remember, I shared with you a message that I was sending to people after the yesterday meeting by Eric Wall. One lady, I had to block her. She actually texted me from Instagram and she wanted to get information. I think it has been some time since we communicated. And, I texted her yesterday, and then today she came back and she replied. She called me scammer, she literally, I mean, she was so negative. And you know what I did? I just told her, no, it's okay. You missed an opportunity, unfortunately, but you can go through my page. But of course, after that, I was like, I don't even want this energy. I deleted the number. I blocked her, But I'm sure if it was someone else, they will be like complaining, and thinking and feeling bad, But I mean, those are people's opinions. And right now, you need to block yourself from any negative energy. Right now, if you want 2024 to be an amazing year, guys, you need to be plugged into the business. So we need what? 3 things, you understand? And I can assure you that we will thrive. Now, I want you to remember that the power forever is the power of love. This is the founder of the company and the wife, and unfortunately he passed away. And but this one statement is very, very crucial. He said always in every meeting, every time, this is his closing: the power forever is the power of love. So we need to love each other. We need to love each other amongst ourselves, but then we also need to love people that are not part of us. You understand? That we want to inspire them to be part of us, because I mean, we have got something amazing. So we need to always remember this, that when I'm going to share with someone the opportunity of forever, I'm sharing because I want these people to succeed. It is not about you, it is about them. It is about, loving the power, the love for people, the love for people, for you to see people thriving and succeeding, because we have got an amazing opportunity in front of us, guys. I hope I'm communicating with you. And so I'm going to share with you some ideas on recruiting. And I want to remind you that we are in network marketing, and network marketing is more of building a team of distributors. Okay, so Forever uses network marketing, and which is more of sharing of information from one person to the next, by word of mouth. So Forever doesn't have products in the supermarkets. It doesn't have, advertisements on billboards. It doesn't do TV or whatever sorts of advertisement. What Forever did is it made sure that the products are of high quality, and it also made sure that, so there is where the money is actually. There is where Forever puts in the money, making sure that they do scientific research, creating or making products that, are really impactful to people, good products, and all that. So that when you use the products, you are happy about them. So we are recruited to use the products and share the products with other people. And that is why the startup capital Forever is low, because you're not expected to have, 200,000 worth of products and open up a shop. No, you're just supposed to have 6.5. You can have maybe 20,000. That's also okay. You understand? I have got stock of that much because I want to always, save my customers. But you see, you cannot open a shop and have 20,000 worth of products. That is too small. So traditional way of business is not network marketing. But the reason why we are doing it is because it's more of small. So, and the bigger the team of people that you'll be recruiting, and the bigger the team of your people that will be recruiting other people, will determine how much stock you and your team are moving from the Forever center to the consumers. And you won't believe people move millions of products, guys, millions of products, and which is actually very impossible to do that in a traditional way of marketing. You understand? Like the massive, or rather the quantity of the movement of the products is just incredible. And that's the power of network marketing, guys. So one thing that I want to tell you is that network marketing gives you what we call residual income. Traditional way of business, like when you open up a shop, you'll spend 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, open up a shop, but that will only give you a linear income. Meaning, you will, if you're not opening the shop, you're not making money. You have to be there. It is your efforts getting, 100%, get 100% out of that. You understand? One by one. Your job is a linear income. You have to be at your job in your office for you to get paid. So most of the things that people do, and that is why people are loaded in debt. That is why the money is not enough. That is why people are frustrated. That is why people don't know and they don't have a green light to life, is because what the income that they have is a linear income. And so if you are in network marketing, if you are in Forever right now, if you just choose to buy and sell, you alone without recruiting, it means you are still on a linear income. Meaning if you wake up in the morning and you don't sell, you're not making money on that day, or you're not making money on that month. But now, the reason why you should recruit other people is because you want to be able to leverage. You understand? You want to be able to leverage from everyone. So as I said, how many people will you have in your team that are making the money? Forever will pay everybody according to what they've done. And Forever, we say our rent is due every month. So if someone in your team has got 2 people and they're working 4 hours, Forever will pay them for 4 hours. You understand? If someone has got 10 people, they're working 20 hours in a day, 20 hours in a week, or 20 hours in a month, they'll be paid according to what we get paid by what we do. But good thing is, when you have a team of 100 people, for example, I'm giving an example, and then in a month, let's say 80 people said, we are not doing the business anymore this month, you will still have got 20 people that they will be working for their own goals. But as they're working, they're also contributing to you. Guys, network marketing is the in business right now. It is the only win-win situation. Because also for you to get paid, then you have to be leading. You have to show people, you have to train people. So Forever is going to pay you for the leadership. So not just recruiting, but rather helping other people grow. You understand? So I hope you're connecting, and now you're choosing residual income. Guys, if you will understand residual income, you will do whatever it takes for you to be able to acquire a big team. I'm going to give an example. The sponsor to my sponsor, she started a business, really built solid, like the knowledge that we have is literally coming from her, and of course, transmitted to all of us, and then she stopped doing. But up until now, I can tell you, because of course my sponsor is now a country sales manager. Eno Salema is a country sales manager, so he's not been recognized. But obviously, when it comes to being like making having a big team and making bonuses, because he's still building the business and he still get paid the bonuses and all that on top of the salary and from forever. But he's just not considered as a distributor, in the recognitions, let me say. So the sponsor would probably be number second if my sponsor was recognized. But right now, the sponsor to my sponsor is number one distributor in the whole of East Africa, and she doesn't do business at all. I think the only thing that she does is probably just the 4cc or 8ccs a month. That's it. And imagine all of us are part of her team. Everyone in Enos's team, everyone in Wilbard's team, everyone, that is the power of residual income. And that is the power of network marketing. Ladies and gentlemen, when we say you're going to will your business, we mean only when you have got residual income. Only when you have a team of people that they're actually, taking this business as their own opportunity to get them to where they want to go. I hope I'm communicating with you and sharing the importance of recruiting, And so it's very important. It's a skill. And it's something that you need to be learning every single day. You understand? We had a training by Eric War yesterday. It was really powerful. And he's one of the guys that I would highly recommend that you follow, check on YouTube, check on Instagram, follow him and all that. And okay. And now when it comes to Forever, we have got Forever Focus, and recruitment is one of the major Forever Focus. And you are looking at balancing your business. And so, yes, you will retail. I don't say don't retail. No, retail. If you can retail 10cc and make, 1cc is giving 1.5, 10cc for an assistant supervisor is making 15,000 as profit, plus the bonuses, a boost bonus of 5%, do that. Because, where else will someone give you an extra 15,000, just because? So retail, get money every single day. But don't forget, because retail is just giving you, day-to-day, profits. But if you're looking at in building a solid, strong business, then obviously recruiting is one that you should make sure that you are actually doing. So when we have got all these products in Forever, the aloe vera gels, the tooth gels and all that, but I will tell you, the best product to offer to your prospects and to the people that your relatives, your family, your colleagues and all that, even the customers, as Miriam has just shared, even your customers, the best opportunity is actually the Forever marketing plan. Share with as many people as possible how Forever can take them from where they are. If it's your customers, if they already love the products, then they can build the business very well, because what we do is we just share with people what we know is best. You understand? And the product we have already used. Okay. So, and you need to learn how to recruit every single month, guys, every single month. Now, I'll tell you one secret. You speak to people today, not everybody is gonna join your business. That's why we say we are planting seeds. The seeds, by speaking to people today, will actually bear fruits in the next 3 months. It is usually like that. Now, usually also when people join, they quit too early. If they had stayed, that's why for me, I usually tell people, what? Focus on the business for at least 12 months, because people are still looking at you. You have joined the business today. Don't start complaining tomorrow. Don't start complaining in the next 1 week that, what, my business, I don't know, people are not joining, and you've just joined the business in 1 week. People have not seen you. People have not seen you, like you in action. People are not yet, like aware that you're doing what you're doing. You have not learned the necessary skills. So I just want to tell you that make sure that if you've been trying to recruit, first is look at how many weeks you've been in the business or how many months you've been in the business, and then ask yourself, did I do enough? Did I meet my numbers? Did I plant seeds enough? You understand? Did I speak to more people? Am I having enough skills to build my business? Then you can actually be in the business for 6 months, but then you have not been doing nothing. Being in the business for 6 months does not mean that you know, or does not mean that you're involved. How many times have you been involved when it comes to your business? You understand? So it's very important. And so that will determine in future how much you can be able to recruit. But don't be so hard on yourself. But also sometimes you're so hard on the business and we are complaining too much, and all that, but we are really not putting in the work. But today we're going to show each other on what we actually can be able to do. If you want to qualify for all these things, guys, if you do not want to just, you can get to supervisor by just buying. Literally. Supervisor, Everybody can get to supervisor without even recruiting. You can get to supervisor. But then if you want to go to assistant manager, you want to go to manager, if you want to go and build a stable business, guys, this is important. Now, today I'm going to ask you, if you've got FOP 360, or if you've got an, you are like access to your back office, I want you to go and check how many people you have recruited. We have got people in this meeting that have been in the business for 2 years, for example, and they have recruited maybe less than 15 people. You can't build a solid business. You will always struggle when it comes to these big things. Guys, you need to constantly recruit. That is how you can be able to build a solid business for your business. Now, when it comes to Forever, we have got 10 ways that we are getting paid. One, retail profit. Retail profit has nothing to do with recruiting. Okay, you can just buy and sell, and that's it. But then we have got what we call personal bonus, which you will get it. Well, we don't get it. Only the people that are getting assistant supervisors. So if you do your 4CC, you'll also be getting a 5% boost bonus as refund as part of what you have spent in buying the product that you bought at a retail price in Forever. So when you do your 4CC as an assistant supervisor, you get bonus. But in actual sense, the only bonus that you're supposed to get is only by when you recruit people. You understand? So, that is, yeah. And then we also get volume bonus. These are every other thing from number 3 to number 10 will only come because you're recruiting. You cannot get any of these benefits if you're not a recruiter. That will not happen. So if you're not a recruiter, I know people, even when we do this business briefing, they're asking, so is it a must that I recruit? Because they're afraid, of, what will people say? I cannot talk to people. As other people are saying, you know what? I don't want to be pushy. No, you're not being pushy. There are people that you will meet and they will not even need you to push them, but you just need to learn the skills on how you can be able to do it. So if you want to enjoy what Forever offers, you have to recruit. Now, when it comes to non-recruiters, we have got 3 types. One is those people that don't know how to. That is why we learn. That is why we have trainings like this. That is why you need to be open-minded. That is why you need to be taking your time almost every day and learn the business. Sometimes it's not just learning about recruiting. No, learning and understanding the business itself, learning and understanding the marketing plan of Forever, how to present, learning and understanding yourself. What are your strengths, weaknesses, and all that. So all this is going to contribute into you, doing and being a super recruiter. But second, there are people that they know, but they fear. Again, this one is being overcome by 2 things. One is gain more knowledge, okay? Because I do compare fear with, let's say someone is going for an exam. The person that has studied well for that exam, the fear will be less than the person that had not studied. You understand? So one is keep learning every day, because we keep learning every day. We keep learning, on how we can become better and all that. But the second thing for this second person is that you just need to do it. Some of us are too perfectionists. I remember when I started the business, I was doing businesses under trees, like in university, there's those areas that are, designated for, people sitting down in studies and all that. I used to do presentation there. You understand? I used to be doing you don't have to wait for, it has to be a sweet. Some people will need you to meet you where they are. So if it will need you to go door to door, if that is your area, go door to door. You don't have to go and look for a fancy hotel and do that, because that is why people are late into doing things. So you don't have to also wait until you know how to present everything. Guys, we say the day you do a presentation and you don't forget your name, you have actually started very late. You're supposed to start doing your own presentation without your upline when you're so scared, when you're not even sure, because good thing is your prospect does not even know what you're presenting. I'm not saying you should lie. No, I'm saying if you make mistakes, they won't even notice. But then, start early. So the only way to overcome this is by doing it. And then this is the reason why most people don't do it. And unfortunately, even us leaders, here is where we fail. We are not consistent into how many people we are speaking to, consistent into activities, consistent into, consistency into doing what we need to do. So it needs you 2 things, skills and mindset. And that is how you can be able to overcome all this. So you get the skills, and then, which is 20%, but 80% on recruitment, guys, is on mindset. Even the inconsistent is mostly on how is it that you think. You understand? So set a goal. Get to know, why you're in the business. Guys, if you don't know why you're in the business, you will not be able to build it. You will not be able to do what you need to do for you to succeed in the business. So set a goal and know exactly why. But on top of that, set a goal when it comes to your recruitment. Like for me, guys, I've created a crazy goal for next month. So next year, which I still think it's actually very small comparing to what I know the top leaders in the world do. I want to recruit 50 new people. I mean 100 new case credits from the FBOs that are going to join directly under me. 50 new people. Now, for you to know that is big, go to your system and then go to that where they're showing the new FBOs that, where you're seeing when someone joined the business and they're putting the 2cc there. Go and check for this year of 2023, how many do you have? And then you'll understand that 100 case credits from new people that you have personally recruited is a lot of people. It's a lot of people. But I want to do that, and I'm committed to do that. And I know what, I'm prepared to learn and, put in the skills into making sure that I achieve this. So set a goal. It doesn't have to be 50. It could be like, I want to recruit one person every single month. I want to recruit 2 people every single month, and that is about what, 24 people? So me, I'm just talking about double that number. That's it. So set a goal for yourself, and then you need to have your own philosophies. I'm going to share a few. One of them is when you're building your business, you need to be able to have a choice. You understand? And that is exactly what I'm building right now. Even on leaders, I want to have a choice. I don't want to be pushing people. I don't want to drag people. I want to have as many people in my network as possible in such a way that I'm saying, I want to have managers. I don't have to start thinking like, I know I've got people with the right mindset and I want to work with them. When I say like, I want CPQ this year, like I know exactly who I'm going to work with. You don't want to drag people. And I can tell you the business is going to be very easy. The reason why we feel like, it's very exhausting is because you have got few people in your business. If you have got few people in the business and you want to achieve supervisor, how are you achieving supervisor? It's definitely going to drain you because you don't have people to work with, So, and the good thing is when it comes to recruiting, guys, that is you making your own choice. Like it is you waking up and saying, I'm going to do the recruiting activities. That has nothing to do with your team. Your team expansion has nothing to do with you, my ladies and gentlemen. You understand? So one is have that philosophy that it can push you to recruit a lot more people. The second is it is 20% skills and 80% mindset. It is not difficult, guys. It is about what you think about yourself. And it's not about you, it is about the person in front of you. You understand? So, when we're thinking about recruitment, when I meet people and they're telling me like, I don't want to be pushing, it's because they're thinking of themselves. Whenever you find difficulties, you need to go back to the mindset. What is that I think when I'm approaching someone? Do I think that, when I'm approaching this person, it's because I want them to pay 6.5? It's because I want them to pay this money for the combo, and then I'm going to get, I'm going to get the bonus out of that? Because if you think like that, then you're not going to approach that person. Because your mind, if you're a nice person, if you're a good person, your mind will be telling you, you're doing something wrong. Why are you ripping off that person? Because that means you are thinking of the 6.5 because you want to get the 1.5 in return. You understand? But now, what if you think like, I'm going to share this opportunity with this person. I'm going to share this opportunity with this mom because she has a daughter or she has a son. I'm going to share this opportunity with this gentleman because he has a family. And I want him to be able to pay school fees for their kids in an easy way. I want her to be able to spend more time with her family. I want her, when you think about what you can save and how you can save your prospect in front of you, trust me, you will not feel like you're a bother to that person. You will not feel like you are being too much. You will not feel, you understand? And also you will learn how you can present yourself very well. I hope I'm communicating with you, my ladies and gentlemen. Now, another thing that you should know is that 2 people away bring freedom my way. 2 people a day bring freedom my way. I mean, like every single day, give yourself an opportunity to connect with at least 2 people. Whether you're going to connect them from a public transport that you met, where you met, maybe you're going to connect them on social media, you're going to connect them, I don't know. Find ways that in every day, you are getting 2 new numbers. You are connecting with at least 2 new numbers. You understand? So, I mean, if I'm connecting with you guys, just put in the chat there. and yeah, and let me know. Yeah. So these are the philosophies that can borrow you, but of course you can create yours. But I will tell you, recruiting is something that you actually can be able to do. But one thing that is so important is being able to tell yourself who you want to be and who you want to see, in yourself, right? So self-talk for me works a lot. It does work a lot. And so when you wake up in the morning and you know that I'm going to sit down and start doing recruitment, think of what you want to tell yourself. You can create yourself a statement. You can create yourself 2-3 statements that are going to encourage you into doing what you need to do. You understand? So ask yourself, how many lives do you want to change to do that day? And think and imagine, people that you're going to talk to and how they're going to be impacted in your business. You understand? Encourage yourself. I'm meeting people all the time. I'm a recruiting magnet. I'm a professional life changer. I'm a torch bearer. Whatever statement, I'm unstoppable. You understand? People want to listen to me. People want to hear what I have. I've got gold in my hand. Find a statement that you can be able to use it. How lucky is this person that I'm about to invite to a one-to-one? A statement like that, it will give you courage into doing what you need to do. The goal, guys, is not even manager. Leaders, the goal is becoming an ego manager. That is the goal. Now, let me tell you, the vision that we have and the mission that I have for the team, guys, is when we start next year, when we start ego manager incentive challenging or in ego manager qualification next year, which is starting in May. My wish is that from May to end of 2026, April, we have, at least within the team, we should have at least 20 ego managers. Guys, it is possible. I'm looking at the people that are going to become managers. Right now, I've got a list of, I've got a number of lists, people that I personally know right now, that they will become managers by April. It is exciting. It's a very exciting number. So the goal is to create managers between now in December to April. That is the goal. Now, I know I've been asking so many times, who is going to become a manager by April? Guys, it's because my thinking is that you're not going to end to just ending to become a manager. My thinking is that when you become a manager, you will be able to do your 60K credits a month, and you'll be able to develop other leaders, and you'll be able to become an ego manager. And of course, an ego manager makes double the income a manager is making. Of course, that will need you to stay on course when it comes to recruiting. That will need, as Miriam has just shared, people that will take you to supervisor will not necessarily take you to manager. Same way, people that will take you to manager, not necessarily they'll take you to ego manager. And I know that for sure. And so recruiting is key, but this is the goal. Now, can I now know people that wants to become ego managers? Can I see people? Can you write ego manager if you want to become an ego manager? If you will be a manager, if you know that you'll become a manager by April, and then if you know that you will want to go for ego manager next year, okay? Ego manager, Linda and Gay, you are definitely an ego manager. Yolande, you are definitely an ego manager. Ego manager, I can see people. You should be a manager by April, okay? And then you'll have 12 months to qualify for your ego manager next year, okay? So that is the goal. So don't settle. So we have got this, we call it a recruiting cycle. And there's no business that works without a system. And so one thing that I've committed to do is to have a lot more systems for the team for the year 2024. So we'll have a system on recruitment, which this is one of them, but we'll have a system, and we do have got the productivity manual, which is also a system, but we'll have a system when it comes to onboarding someone in the business. We'll have a system when it comes to retailing. We'll have a system when it comes to, so we'll have a number of systems, and I hope that you'll plug into this system and get your business growing. Now, when it comes to recruitment, this is a system. It is a very simple system. When you join the business, you will need to have a who do you know list. You will have to have a list of names. If you don't have a list of names, then it will be very difficult for you to recruit. And when you have a list of names, you need to write it, not just having it, not in your phone, you need to write it down on a notebook that has got a hardcover, because you're going to have that notebook for the next 5 years, 10 years. As I said, people that you're going to talk to, they're not necessarily going to join today. They'll probably join after a year. They'll probably join after 7 years. You understand? If you're going to be in the business, I hope you're going to be in the business at that time, because it's so promising, guys. I mean, I see everybody here being millionaires. Like, can you imagine, like in the next 5 years, if we have got people that are making some serious money, achieving their goals in the business, guys, can you imagine 5 years from now? It will be incredible, and you should be part of the business. So have a contact, who do you know list, book that is on a hardcover. Second, when you have that list, then the second thing is you contact them. and we'll have a training specifically on contacting, okay? Probably that will be the next training. So I'm not going to go into details about this. But contacting, I don't mean you calling your people and saying, like, you know what, all of us the phone. No, like, hey, hi, you know what? I've started Forever. It's an American company. It has got aloe vera products. You know, we get paid, we get paid. No, you don't present when you're contacting. Contacting, I mean, you'll be like, hi, how are you? You know, I'm so very excited. I've just started a business right now, or I'm in a business that is helping people, you know, achieving their goals. And, you know, right now I'm looking for people that, oh, our team is expanding and we are looking for people that are open-minded, people that want to achieve goals in 2024. I'm not sure if it's for you or not, but why don't we catch up over a cup of coffee? Or why don't I invite you for a Zoom meeting? Or why don't I, you know, that is how you contact. Now, you know that is how I do it because I'm talking to you from my head. That is contacting. Contacting is setting an appointment, not presenting. And I'm saying this because I know so many new people do present over the phone. So when you just contact, you ask them for an appointment, then you show. It's either you bring them on a Zoom meeting or you send them a video or you invite them and invite your upline or your sponsor, sit down with your prospect, talk to them about the business while they're seeing something in front of them. There has to be stories, there have to be pictures, there have to be, don't talk to your prospects over the phone where they're imagining things. There is where you're losing so many points. You can find yourself like, you know what, I'm making so many calls, but I'm not getting people to recruit because you're not doing it professionally. So after you've shown them, that is when you can invite them for a bigger business presentation. That is when some people say yes. That is when some people will not say yes. They'll say no. They'll probably give a referral. When those people that will say yes to your business, you will add them in your business. They will join and you'll sit down and, you know, do planning with them as part of your team. Now, here is one statement that is very key. Speed is of the essence and recruiting is essential. Guys, going through this cycle is important. So when are you going to write this list? If you don't have a list, guys, you need to write your list today or tomorrow. And at least 200 names. 200 names. Don't write a list of 20 people. I know sometimes we judge people, but empty your phone book. Don't think this one will do or this one will. If someone judged you, probably they wouldn't have invited you. But they did not judge you. They presented to you. You were probably skeptical. Yes, maybe you gave them problems, you know. You were so negative to them. But today you are here in the business, you know. So don't judge people. Write a 200 name list. And I'll tell you, the bigger the list, the more you can be able to go through this cycle with the speed. If you're building the business part-time, give yourself a commitment to speak to at least 5 people a day. If you're building the business full-time, it has to be at least contacting 10 people and asking them for appointments about your business, okay? So, of course, this number and the list of your names, list of names of people that you'll be contacting will be depleting every time you're speaking to people. So you will need to be doing what you call prospecting. And one of the training that I shared with you after the morning session, I think it was after the morning session, yes, it was, I think after the new recruit orientation, I shared with you a number of links in the group. I don't know if you guys have seen them. I hope that you took those links and, you know, sent them somewhere or kept them somewhere that you can be able to, you know, access it. But of course, every time you will be going to the global group and go to the links, like go to media and go to links, you'll find them all the time. They will be there. Okay. And one of the links that I've shared there is of the lady called Jen Leach. I mean, when it comes to prospecting, this lady has got amazing training. And there's one training that is saying it's called you know, I think prospecting strategy, you know, prospecting strategy, where she's sharing how you can be able to do prospecting. So I'm not gonna go through this, but we will come and have a special training on prospecting, and I'll have someone that will train you on prospecting, or me, or, you know, me or someone else. Okay. So we have got a number of ways that we are getting numbers, or we are collecting numbers from people so that we can be able to share with them. So we start with the who do you know list. This is a list of people that you already know. And I personally love face-to-face contacting, which is, you know, meeting people maybe in the mall, you know, people that you know, like people that, you know, like strangers that you want to connect with, people that you meet on the public transport, people that you meet in planes when you're traveling, you know, and all that. And then you also prospect your existing customers that can be good people to join your business. And then from who do you know list or customers that they don't want to do business, you know, like they don't want to be involved with the business, they can give you referrals. So asking for referrals is another way to prospect. Social media also is another way, which you're going to have a special training on that. And then there's also prospecting ads. That's also social media. You can be attending events and connect with people. So you will need to have business cards, obviously, if you want to do this professionally. So create or make your own business cards. And then we also have got prospecting flyers as well. So we have got a lot of ways, but I'm going to share with you just on face-to-face. okay, marketing. And this is where you're meeting people that you don't even know. Like, so when I moved here, or even in Tanzania, I used to do that. Even wherever that I go, everywhere that I go, it can be, you know, like, I mean, I can't do this in the mall. I can't do this. Like when I meet people, if someone gives me a good service at the restaurant, I don't leave them alone. I will take their numbers. You understand? Someone that gives you a good service, tell them, you know what? In fact, they will be very open into giving you the numbers, because one is you're their customer. Second is you will compliment them. You'll be like, you know what? I love your service and I think you'll do great in our business, you know, or do great in my business, or do great in our team. And we're looking forward into expanding this area. Why don't I get your number and then I'll send you my introduction video? Guys, that magic statement works every time when you are given service that you like. You understand? So don't leave anyone. But now here is the script that I always use. One is when I meet someone, I'll be smiling, I'll be looking good. You understand? And well, smell good as well. So, hello, nice meeting you. I believe it's not by chance that our paths crossed. You just met, you don't know that person. So obviously it's not by chance that you guys met. I know we both don't have much time. This is to cut the story short and, you know, for that person to know that I am busy. I'm heading somewhere. And I also noticed that you're also heading somewhere. So I know we both don't have time. That the red ones, that means these are the key points. And then I say, like, but can I have 1 minute of your time? That is you being polite, that you're not just bumping on someone and then you're assuming and taking advantage. No, can I have a minute of your time? But if you say this statement after you've said it is not by chance, someone will be, you know what, by the way, that's true. Let me just listen to this person. Okay? And then you go ahead. So I belong. Guys, everybody wants to not be left behind. And so that's why I use the word business community. I don't say, you know, I'm expanding my business. No, you know, unless like, you know, but I'll tell you, when you say I belong to a business community, that sounds very professional. That sounds very amazing. So I belong to a business community that is focused with empowering men or women, depending with who you met. Okay. And so my team and I are committed to expand it with more men or women, depending on the person that you're talking to, who want more for next year. And well, you smile back at me. And I thought you deserve to get this information. You deserve, meaning you're not desperate. You understand? And then smile back, that means you made a choice to speak to her, not him or her speak to you. You understand? So you also want to be in control when you're talking to that person. That's why I always mention that. And then you'll be like, you know what? Are you open-minded to learn more? That is you already, you know, closing her or him. Like, you know, you are definitely open-minded. Obviously, someone will say yes, yeah? So are you open-minded to learning more? Here is my business card. You need to have a business card. Why don't we connect on Instagram or WhatsApp? Then I share a 3-minute video. Here is where you will be comfortable. Me, sometimes I take them to Instagram because I know my Instagram is interesting, you know, but you can obviously ask for a WhatsApp number, or Facebook, you know. Facebook also, people are very open, but when they give you Instagram or Facebook, make sure that you message them right there, and then for you to not forget, because if you tell them go follow me, they won't follow you. If you tell them like, okay, I'm gonna follow you, you'll probably follow them and you won't remember who they are. So if it's Instagram handle or TikTok handle or Facebook handle, you need to make sure you are messaging them right there and then for you to go to your messages and know who did I connect with today. So, and then I share a 3-minute video, then you decide what info, you know, if you want more info or not. So this is, you're giving them a choice. That means they're not obligated. If they don't like it, they will leave it. And most likely, when you say this, people will definitely be open into saying yes. And then we'll ask them, will this work for you? Guys, if you tell them this, and you know, this will need you to, it doesn't have to be word by word, but then just get the point here. And then you can keep on practicing. The more you speak these statements, the more there will be, you know, the more there will be, you know, sticking in your mind. Okay. So today I would love for us to write 20 names. I know anyway in Namibia I gave you this task because I trained on our recruiting. But I don't know if we did it, but I am gonna ask you guys to write a list of 20 names. And then we cannot do it now, but then I would love for you to send them this message. Hi, how is 2023 treating you so far? I believe it's going on well. Now, just a quick one as we're almost closing this year. We are creating a business community of people that want more in life by starting and building a business to make extra income as one of their reasons. Most people are excited because we have had amazing success stories so far. I know you also have got goals. And most importantly is you are open-minded. That is why I'm in your inbox now. The best way to help you to understand is to share the pre-recorded video. For me, I do a lot of this. Like, this is literally my way. And right now I do Zoom, so I invite people for the Zoom. And then, or you give them an option. So either I send you a pre-recorded video, or I invite you to a Zoom, or I meet in person. I meet you in person over a cup of coffee. So which option is better for you? So remember, it's a message. So they're gonna read and they're gonna give a choice. So I'm not sure if it's for you or not, but why not take a look at it? So one is, if I send it to you, would you watch it? You understand? If they choose a video, so ask them, if you send it to you, would you watch it? If they say, let's meet in person, they will be like, you know what, okay. Or if they tell you that let's invite me for a Zoom meeting, they'll be like, okay, we have the next meeting on Wednesday and Friday. Or, you know, give them two options. Even if we have meetings every day, don't tell people like, you know what, we have meetings every day. You won't know when they will want to join. They'll be like, okay, so then I will join. No, give them two options. There's a psychological reasoning when it comes to giving people two options. You are giving them two options to choose. So either Wednesday or Friday, or either Monday or whatever, you know, so that they can choose one. If they tell you they want to meet you, then you give them two choices. And you need to remember, you need to be in control. Either Wednesday 1 p.m. or Friday 5 p.m. They give a choice. If they are not available in those two, then you can ask them, then when are you available? And then I will see. When you ask them when are you available, then you tell them, and then I will see if also my schedule will be will allow me to do that. Guys, you need to look the part. You need to speak like one, and you need to know that you're not begging anyone. I'm not saying you should be rude, but I'm saying choices or choices of words in a polite way will make your prospect feel like, you know what, I want to join this person. It is natural like that. So when you're sending someone a video, okay, this is something that I do. Like, we have got this video that you're sending, the 40-minute video that I did on, during lunch. Guys, don't just send a video to everyone. No, you have to ask them these three questions. One is, this is one of the most effective way and the most effective recruiting tool, because not everybody will be able to have time to meet people. And in fact, if you say, I'm going to be having one-to-ones every single day, you might not be able to be consistent. But one thing that you definitely can be able to do in an easy way is to send people videos. But now, if you want this to work for you, don't just send them these videos. You need to make sure that you are asking one question after another. And until they reply is when you can send the next one. So be like, so they'll ask, you'll be like, you've already sent them that message. The one that I've said, you write 20 names and then send them a message. If they choose a video, then you'll come back to them. You'll be like, if I send to you, will you watch it? They'll obviously say yes. You're looking for the second commitment. It's 40 minutes. If I send it to you, will you still watch it? Now you've told them the time and you're still looking for the commitment. They will definitely say yes. And then the last question will be like, if I send to you now, what time will you be done watching? And then you send it to them. Okay, they will tell you, I'm going to be done. I'm going to watch it after 1 hour. I'm going to watch it when I'm out of work, I'm going to watch it at night. And then the last question will be like, okay, so if I'm going to call you at this particular time after they've watched, will you be done watching? They'll say yes. And that is when, of course, you've already sent, and then we'll be like, okay, I'll talk to you that time. And then call them by the time you said you're going to call them. I hope I'm communicating with you guys. I hope I'm making this an easy way for you to build a business. I can see an employee saying, I'm taking notes, I've been sending wrong messages on social media. Thank you very, so that's why we have trainings like this. So I hope that, this is helping you out. And as I said, 2024 is going to be an amazing year, guys. I believe in everybody. I believe everybody can get a breakthrough in 2024. Now I've got this one magic question. I know you know it, because I asked this in Namibia and people like, they actually shouted it. So my magic question is, this is my second magic question. My one magic question is, if I would you, like I can tell you, you ask someone this question, they will obviously say yes. And you're looking forward into getting a yes reply. Same way I was talking to one of the leaders, I told her, when you have already presented an opportunity to someone, when you have sent a video and someone has watched, when someone has attended a Zoom, don't ask them, what did you like? No, the right question is, don't ask them like, don't ask them like, how was it? You understand? How was it? How did you find it? No, the right question is, what did you like? It is so much on my mind in such a way, like, I mean, like, that's the right way. You always need to find statements that will be leading into people's thinking the positive about what you offer. So the right question is, what did you like from the video that you've watched? What did you like from the Zoom? What did you like from the presentation that I've just done? What did you like? Because then you want them to think positive of the, the positivity or the positive part of what you've just shared. So the question is, if I send it to you, would you watch? If I invite you, will you attend? You understand? If I ask you to speak to my mentor, will you be ready? You understand? And then the second magic statement is, it is not by chance. Guys, every time I use this statement, I get a reply, yes. I get people being very keen when it comes to listening and understanding the business. So it is not by chance that we meet. It is not by chance that I'm in your inbox right now. It is not by chance that I've just remembered you and there's an event that, it is not by chance. Guys, learn to use this statement so much because it will help you big time in building your business. Now, one other thing you should do, guys, use three-way calls. But then if you're going to bring your people to your leaders, then make sure that you have been able to edify your leader. And also many times I pick up a call and then a downline, or rather you are letting us connect with your prospect. Like you are waiting for me to speak. No, when a prospect picks up, guys, you need to be like, you know what? Hi, my leader, or hi, mentor, hi, coach. Meet so and so, and she has already watched the video, and she's very eager. Pump them up also, like they're eager. Tell them, say that she's very eager to get to understand the business, and actually very eager to even join our team because she has seen the potential. Pump them. Speak to them as if they're already ready to listen and they're already ready to learn the business. And then we'll come back to them like, hey, I've connected you with my mentor, I've connected you with my coach. This is any of your leaders. You'll be like, you know what? This leader has been able to help so many. You don't say about money. You don't say about cars. You don't say about whatever. You say about the impact that your leaders are doing. You know what? This lady has been able to impact so many people. She's building massive businesses. She has been helping a lot of other women make extra income. That is how you edify your mentor. So that your prospects can be able to listen very carefully. You understand? That is how you do it. So when we do three-way calls, guys, this way works. Sometimes we do video calls. It works sometimes, but of course, the network is usually a bit challenging. But we do a group meetings and all that, group calls like this. But for me, I prefer three-way calls because they're more effective. It's more, it's more individualized and all that. So three-way calls, guys, if you're new in the business, then use your mentors a lot into building the business. Now, follow-up is something that is very key, but again, we're going to have a special training on follow-up because not everybody that you're going to speak to about the business is going to build the business, is going to join the business right away, okay? So people, make decision after a fifth encounter. After you have invited them for Zoom. Probably you invited your people on Zoom and they attended halfway, they left. You don't even know that. So you need to follow up. Okay, and then they'll probably tell you, what, I left, the boss came in, and they'll be like, I'm going to invite you for another. But no, but I also have got a recorded one. Do you want to watch? That is the second encounter. Until the fifth encounter, that is when people are ready to join, guys. Between the 5th to the 12th. So follow up. When we invite people for Zoom, does not mean that someone has stayed to the end, or does not mean that someone has been keen from the beginning to the end. So you need to follow up right after. Don't wait for tomorrow. After the Zoom, right there and then, follow up on them. You understand? Very important. And then it is very important to know that how you're going to win in this business if you are leading yourself fast. So self-leadership, guys. So questions to be able to determine that and getting to know if you're doing things right in a way that is supposed to be done. I want you to ask yourself, what if everyone in your team did what you do? Even if you don't have a team, you're going to have a team. If your people are going to join you and they do what you do, if they don't attend trainings, if you don't attend training, do you think your team will attend trainings? No, definitely they won't. If you don't talk to people, you won't have the energy to speak to people. You won't have the energy to tell your team to speak to people. If you're not selling, your team will not sell because you don't have the energy to tell them. If you don't do 4CC, your team will not do that. So it's important to know that you are the very first leader, not even not your manager. You are the first leader. So you need to live your life every single day as a professional networker. You need to learn how to present yourself. You need to learn how to dress as well. Guys, I see people going out and talk to people and I'm looking at pictures. I'm like, what? Who are they going to attract? No, when you're going out and talk to people, guys, make sure that you are dressed well. I don't mean expensive. I mean dressed well. Now for ladies, I want to point this one. I want to point this one very hard. Guys, don't wear sandals. Don't wear slippers. You understand? When you're going to meet people, wear something, wear closed shoes. Sometimes you've not even done your nails. So someone is looking at you from your hair is not done. They won't join your business. If they're going to buy products from you, they're going to buy because they're feeling pity for you. And you don't want to build a business where people are feeling pity for you. No, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying you can do better. I did those mistakes. You can do better. If it will need you to buy one pair of shoes, take that 200, take that 300, go buy that closed shoes. It doesn't to be a heel. No, it doesn't to be a high heel. No. Men, when you go to meet people, make sure your shoes are not dust. They're not, like dust off. Make sure your shoes are clean. Make sure you're dressed well. It doesn't have to be a suit, but it should not be a t-shirt. It should not be a jeans. You understand? You should not have, let's dress well. Like imagine, look at yourself and ask yourself, if someone meets me, what do you think they are thinking of me? And dress accordingly. If I meet someone that is dressing like me right now, what will I think of that person? And then dress accordingly. Same way as your team as well. And then, people eventually do what you do, not what you say. So lead by example, guys. And then have clarity for you so you can have influence, so you can influence greatness in others. Guys, believe in yourself that you are meant for this business. Don't give yourself negative energy. You have good greatness in you. Tell yourself that. Get the knowledge to make yourself believe. Do the work for you to get the results that you are required, for you to get the results that you want. And I can tell you, you will inspire yourself a lot as much as you're inspiring other people. Personal development for me is key. And this year, I'm going to go hard on personal development. Hard. I'm going to be watching every single day. Seriously, at least between now and end of January, I'm going to do so much of that because I want to stay on course. I want to learn as much. I want to remind myself of much. You understand? So Jane Leach put it very well. Read for 15 minutes, listen for 15 minutes, learn for 15 minutes a day. Learning here, it means by doing. You understand? And practice and practice and practice. The more one-to-ones you do, the more you get better. The more presentation you do, the more you get better. The more you explain about the product, the more you get better. Guys, we will get better by doing a lot more. But I want to insist on this. Maybe reading can be, you don't have a book today, but today you can listen to something. Go to the link on the group that I've shared and listen to one of those. Go to YouTube right now and write, Eric Wong. Go to YouTube right now and write Jim Rohn. Go to YouTube right now and write Jane Leach. You understand? Go to YouTube right now, write Forever Living Products. You're going to get a lot of information that is going to help you in building your business. And so, guys, ladies and gentlemen, we are on for growth. We are definitely on for growth. But then for you to be able to grow, it is important that you keep on equipping yourself. And these are some of the books that I recommend that you go and get. Some of them you can be able to get them, soft copy. But I'll say, guys, this is on network marketing, specifically gaining knowledge on network marketing. But I would say, if you can buy them, if you want to read books and you want to enjoy them and you want them to be more effective, make sure that you get a hard copy. Get hard copies, okay? But of course, we have been sharing each other books in the group. Even yesterday, I recommend that you go for Atomic Habits. There's a number of books that I'll highly recommend that. So go for them. Start reading them and all that. So just a few tips as we're finishing. Tips for success. I've exceeded about. No, I actually not exceeded. So tips for success. One is keep increasing the product usage. I know probably you started a business, you borrowed money to start, but if you don't use the products, you'll not be able to explain about the products. If you're using one or two, this month increase one or two. Every single month increase one more product, especially the supplements, okay? You will be able to retail more, you'll be able to be more excited with the business and the products. And then one other thing that is important, guys, share your story as many times as possible. Share your story as many times as possible. Share, and story, probably it's going to be another topic, but this is one key thing that I always insist. Create your story. Even if you have started the business today, you can have a story and go to the person that invited you in the business. to your sponsor, they'll show you how you can do it. Use the other people's testimonies. There are so many testimonies, and Gwen always shares with us testimonies from other teams. It doesn't matter, even if you don't know that person. If it's something that is exciting for you, take it, put it on your status. Say, you don't have to say that's you. You don't have to say that you know that person. You know, you'll be like, you know what, I'm so excited by the business that I'm doing right now because I'm seeing people like so and so, or maybe even if you don't know the name, people like this amazing lady here who has been able to do 1, 2, 3. Share that story on your social media. Social media, if you've noticed on my Instagram, I share so many people's stories. I do interviews for people. I do, I do that, but it's just that I don't tag people unless if you're in my team. So if people are not in our team and people is not in your team, they can be in team and so, but they're not in your personal team. Don't tag them. You understand? I can tag all of you because all of you are in my team. You understand? So people that you're going to tag on your social media or even mention 2 names, they have to be in your personal team. So use our people testimonials when it comes to products and when it comes to business. Use product samples. We're going to get into that. But on top of that, stay in touch, guys. Stay in touch. When you feel difficulties in your business, don't shy away. Call your sponsor. Call your upline. Just that I'm asking you to not bring the negatives in the groups. All the negative things go up. They don't go down. You understand? So call your sponsor and uplines. Ask for referrals also. If you have got people that are using and enjoying the products, don't just leave them in enjoying the products. Right now, people are looking for how can I have an amazing 2024? You can tell them, you've been enjoying the product, but why don't I share the opportunity with you and see how you can make money by recommending these products to other people? Because you're already doing it with other things, So ask for referrals. Teach your customers how to get discounts, because when your customer join the business, they will be getting discounts. So don't just let your customers become your customers and sell them at a retail price. Tell them that if they join the business, they're first going to enjoy 5%, but after that, if they become full members, they'll be enjoying 30% for the rest of their lives. It means you've already locked on. Even this person is not gonna do the business, they will still be able to come back and do the CCs. And also on this point, I'd love to tell you, go back. If you've been in the business, you have got a team, even if they're not doing much, remind them to buy their own products. Even if it's 0.3, you can be able to accumulate a number of CCs this month. Even if it's 0.3, 0.5, because you want them to keep on enjoying the products and maybe eventually they can build a business. But of course, that's another way for you to get more CCs this month for you to level up. Check on your customers most of the time, and of course, have the habit of thanking your customers. But also, let's have the habit of recognizing each other. But I think I'm doing good. I mean, for me, when it comes to recognition, I always want to take the credit where they're supposed to go. If someone does something and it is not my idea, I will mention. If it's someone, like that, let's learn that, okay? But let's learn in embracing and recognizing each other, celebrating each other. It's very important. And so as leaders, even if you have got one person, if they sell a tooth gel, give them a high five. Congratulations. People feel good about that. But one thing I want to tell you is speak to your sponsor and use your sponsors and uplines. Never, I don't know, probably this is how I've been brought up, but that is the culture I wish to have in our team. You understand? I will always be respectful to my sponsor. I will always address them accordingly, not because I am inferior, no, but because, we need each other. As much as your sponsor will have to make sure they're making you feel good, but also be mindful when it comes to how you are talking to your sponsor, and always know that, you will need each other at one point. I don't know if I'm communicating. So I know people get in the business, you get in the business, you will be knowing more, you will make more money, you will make more money than how much you're making right now. You will get used to the business, you'll get to supervisor, some manager. The more you go up the levels, never forget that you're also the sponsor to another person. You understand? And so, I just want to tell you that keep on using your sponsors. Don't feel like, now I know it all, and so I don't need to be. No, there's always more to share. And also, your sponsor is someone that is having the best interest for you at heart. You understand? I see people in other teams, and I'm looking at how they're working with their sponsor, and I pity them. Because I can tell you, one of the secrets for me and my success is that I've always been able, meaning I never closed that door. I've always been able to go back to my sponsor and ask him, like, you know what, How can I do? How can I be more? How can I, you need to make sure that you are always like that, because trust me, we need each other. And that is how network marketing is created. And that is how the marketing plan is. But on top of that, as I finish, guys, pray for your business. Pray over your business. Pray for your downlines. Pray for your prospects. Pray for your customers. Pray for your team. Pray for your uplines. Pray for your sponsors. Pray for, pray. And I think we should do a lot of that. If it will need you to fast. But 2024 is going to be an amazing year. And I wish you great success as you're building and succeeding in your forever business and as part of Team Unstoppable. Guys, the future is amazing, and it will only be as even more amazing if we go and bring and recruit a lot more people in our teams. Guys, I love you very much. Dearly, I do. And I want the best for each and everyone in this team. Everyone. And I know together we are heading to the top. So thank you all very much. And I wish all great success in closing December and all success in having an amazing 2024. So yeah,